Welcome, Valpo fans, to this week's edition of the Valpo Coaches Show, brought to you by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. I'm Aaron Lovett. Joining me today is the head coach of the Valpo volleyball program, Carin Avery. Coach Avery, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. We got a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah, it's been nothing but success for you guys recently. You go on the road the last 2 weeks after a pretty solid performance on the first weekend of conference at home. You play four straight road matches, three of them 3-2 victories, and the one 3-0 victory came at the one place that, you know, you've had no success at over the last few years at UIC. So, nothing but great things coming out of the last couple weekends. And I want to start first with just looking at the number of 3-2 matches on the road that you guys come out in the fifth set and win. And I look back to last year, maybe when you had a large freshman class and maybe those tight matches, those tight sets, late in the sets, late in the match, things didn't go your way. And now, is it a case of that group being a year older and being able to pull from those experiences and kind of being able to come out ahead in the end in those close sets and those close matches?
Yeah, I think it's a combination, right? Last year, we were pretty freshman heavy and junior heavy. And this year now they're sophomores and seniors. I do think that experience makes, right, is a big deal. When you've been in that situation enough, right, you figure out ways to win. I also think we were in that situation also in the beginning of the year. Whether it be a four set tight game or a third set tight game to win. And we lost our a couple fifth set matches early on also. So I think our preseason kind of helped also. We were put into spots where we were behind and kind of came back. We lost some fifth sets and we kind of figured out what we were doing and what we needed to do better. So I think it's a combination of both experience from last year to this year and experience just in preseason this year. Luckily, we were put in those situations early on, and we were able to kind of by the time conference play came, we were able to figure those situations out a little better. So I think it's a combination.
Want to be going five sets all these matches on the road, I'm sure, as a coach. But is it a case then where, okay, we win at Illinois State in five sets. The next night we go to a fifth set at Bradley. Okay, we were just here yesterday. Like, we know what we have to do. Then at SIU, okay, we've been in a couple of these recently. We know stay relaxed and know what you have to do
Yeah.
to come out with the win.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. There were some certain things statistical wise that we'd been talking about too that we kind of had to do, and I'm so proud of our group and our team. And again, they just have, and recently, especially in the last 3 4 weeks, when that game is on the line and the match is on the line, they just really come together and they do, they talk, they have fun. There's a lot of energy. They play hard. I feel like they're playing to win and not playing not to lose, and that's a big difference when you go into a match, how aggressively you're serving and passing and hitting. And I think we have figured out a way to stay super aggressive, but yet like knowing when to be aggressive and knowing when not to in those tight situations where that's, early on we were kind of struggling with that. So again, just I can't say enough. I'm super proud of this group.
Looking at the one match in that stretch that wasn't a five-set match, you go to UIC last Tuesday, a place where in Chicago you hadn't won a set against them their first 3 years in the Valley. And you go in and you completely flip the tables and come out with a 3-0 victory. What was working well for you guys in that match that allowed you to defeat the team that was ranked number two in the Valley preseason poll?
Yeah, honestly, if you look back at the last 3 seasons with UIC, we kind of struggled in the serving and passing game. And honestly, our serve pass was great on last Tuesday, and that was a huge reason we won. We were also able to produce some more kills in the first again 3 years. I think they really outblocked us by a pretty large margin in the last 3 years, and we were able to again kind of flip the script on that. We really came out ready to play. We had a lot of good energy. We knew the scouting plan. We stuck with it. And like I said, like every single person on the team played really good volleyball. And when you have everybody playing really good volleyball, good things are going to happen. So it was a super fun match. Again, it was kind of a monkey off our back a little bit with them, which was nice. And now it's put us in a position where we're, trending towards the top of the conference right now. So it was a big game for us for sure.
Talk about everyone playing good volleyball in that match. You think all year, pretty much, you've gotten contributions from all over the roster. Ava Helming this week named MVC Player of the Week, the fifth different player on your team this year to earn a weekly award from the conference office. Just what does it say about this group that it's one of those on any given night, anyone can be that difference maker?
Well, and I think that's really been a reason why we've been successful this season is that we have had several different players step up, whether it's even, whether it's on the serving line, the hitting line, blocking, defense, everybody's setting, everybody's really stepped up at different times and given us a little kick that we needed. And Ava played great volleyball this week, talking about her award. Wow, like over 15 kills per set and over a 500 hitting percentage is really, really impressive. But again, like I think we've done a lot of great things in terms of like opening up our middle attack. Our outside hitters did a great job these last couple weeks getting some more kills for us. And so it's opened back up both Ava and Sam on the right side to produce more kills. So it really is like a total team effort when you look at players of the week. And I just feel like that's been a difference maker for us this year is that we haven't had to rely on, one or two hitters every game or every set even. We've been able to rely on everybody. And, we do things different in practice, I think, than a lot of people do, which allows us to be comfortable with different people next to us and different setters and different hitters and different rotations. And I really think that's bode well for us too, getting us to this point so far in the conference season.
Well, after playing four straight road matches back at home at the Arc, for your next four, looking at this weekend specifically, you've got a Belmont squad who's right behind you in the conference standings,
Yeah.
and then no nights off in the Valley, Murray State
Nope.
coming into town the next day. What's it going to take to keep this ball rolling for you guys?
Oy. Um, I tell the girls you don't have to play great every night, but you have to play good. We don't have to be great, but we have to be pretty, you have to be good every night in this league. Murray State was struggling to get some wins this season, and then they just knocked off one of the best teams in the Valley. And that's how it's been every year that we have been in the Valley. Like anybody can beat anybody. And it's a struggle because everybody is so good. I think we're going to be really excited to be back this weekend. Again, big game on Friday. Belmont's playing fantastic volleyball, and Murray State looked so good last weekend in their win against Illinois State. So I'm hoping being at home and being in our environment. The gym was fantastic. Our last two matches that we were at home, it was such good energy in that gym. It was very exciting to play. I hope we can build and have that same energy this next weekend because we're going to need it to get some victories for sure.
This weekend, Friday night, 6 p.m. versus Belmont. It'll be a Halloween party costume contest. Wear your best Halloween costumes. And Saturday, 5 p.m. against Murray State. That'll be Taylor Swift night. Coach Avery, good luck this weekend and moving forward. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
This has been the Valpo Coaches Show brought to you by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.